All Creatures Great and Small Season 3 is on Channel 5 now, and James Herriot, played by Nicholas Ralph, is finally married. While he and Helen Alderson, Rachel Shenton, are navigating married life, Tristan Farnan, Callum Woodhouse, is getting used to life as a qualified vet. Actor Callum spoke to Express.co.uk and other press about one of his co-stars taking over the show. Fans of the uplifting family drama are thrilled to see their favourite characters back in Derby. Helen and James finally tie the knot this season, albeit with a few hiccups along the way, as James still has his vet duties to tend to. Tristan is coming to terms with having more responsibility, and another fan favourite character makes an appearance. Tricky Woo, Mrs. Pumphrey's, Patricia Hodge, Pekingese, immediately stole the show when the series began. Tristan star Callum paid tribute to his co-star, saying he will take over the series one day. "I think he's going to take over the show. I think it's just going to be he'll be the lead and we are all just supporting him. And that's how it should be. That's incredible. I think Terry's a scene in this series where Mrs. Pumphrey isn't there but Tricky is. We were just desperate to have Tricky." Callum said Tricky was the most asked after cast member by fans. He shared, "Tricky Woo is the star. I know my sister has a friend who got a Pekingese dog because of Tricky from the show. After series 1 she was like, I want one of those dogs, and now she has a Pekingese. She's not called it Tricky though." The star was asked whether Tricky was aware of how famous he really is. "I hope not, I don't want him to change," Callum said. "I don't want him to get too big for his boots." The actor admitted filming the scenes with animals was a quicker process than scenes without them. He joked, "It's so funny, they always factor in an hour to try and get the shot of the dog. Because it's obviously not going to play ball, and then he comes in and just nails it in 10 minutes and we can go home early. It's crazy," Sam West said when we were doing interviews for Series 1, and it's still true with this series. "The only days we ever finished early were the days that we were filming with animals. When it was just us actors it was like 30 minutes overtime." Off-screen, Callum has a pet dog called Ralph and he is a Cavapooch whom the star tried to get on the show. "We talked about trying to get him in the show as an extra, but then someone made a very good point that he would not have existed," he explained. "No crossbreeds back then. But I thought Tristan is a real trendsetter, so maybe he had the first ever one in England. I couldn't swing it, unfortunately." He divulged his dog's full name is Ralph Christopher Biggins, after the renowned actor. However, when he told his co-star Nicholas Ralph, who plays James Herriot, he thought the dog had been named after him. "I was like, I didn't even think about that, we are changing his name," he said. All Creatures Great and Small airs on Channel 5 on Thursdays at 9 p.m.